What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be finishing up the wiring harness inside the car, and depending on how fast I can get that done, we might just have time to install the new coilovers. Aside from the white plug here, which I redid already, the rest of this I think I can actually repin. Should have probably brought you guys closer, but I couldn't fit you in there. So we'll use the brown connector here, and what I'll do is I'll open it up. Alright, so on the Audi I need to push this purple clip right here. I haven't been able to like fully take one out without breaking anything, so I don't anticipate this to be going any better. Okay, so I looked up how or what tools they use or Audi use to unclip this thing. It looks like two little pins, kind of like a fork shape. And since I don't want to wait and I just want to get this done, what I did is I took another connector like this and I broke it and took out the pin. And it seems like I could just basically insert it in there and take it out. So let's see. Let's do this power wire right here. Actually, you know what? Let's do this one right here, because this one is the simplest one. So it's all by itself. So let's see. I'm gonna unclip that. All right. Now I'm gonna put this connector right there. Actually, let's do the side one first. And you just gonna insert it in like so. I don't know if this is gonna come out on the camera, but essentially you put the pin in between the two that you're inserting, and then you push that. All right. There you go. And that's it. Again, all we're trying to do is push this little clip back, which happens to be those two little inserts on the side right there. Alright, so before I finish up the harness in the car, I do have to add a quick disconnect for the battery, also some miscellaneous switch that I need to add inside the car. Mainly because this part right here is going to determine how far or how long the wires will be, so I need to do this step right now. Now this unit came from an old project that I had. Actually, previous owner did this. I don't have the tools to actually bend it this nice. I saved a bunch of aluminum from that project, and now it's actually getting useful. I did weld the sides here just to add a little bit more structure, but that should be good to go. So let's go ahead and cut this out. Last one here. Let's see that. Okay, so you have off. See, it turns like that. I need to do something about that. Low, medium, high. Okay, and I guess, yeah. Yep, I'm gonna have to do something about this turning thing. But yeah, looks good. Last but not least, now I did intentionally leave some spots right here because that won't get touched at all. So this specific area is going to be for other switches that I may add. I'm kind of anticipating maybe one or two more that needs to get added. Also, I left some spot here. Alright guys, needless to say, I'm extremely happy with how this thing turned out. I mean, check that out. That's great. Now it is a little bit flimsy, as you guys can see here. It's not fully bolted up on all the 4 bolts yet. Now even after I bolt those 4 bolts up, I do think that it will still be somewhat flimsy because just the way it's arranged, right? And this thing is not exactly solid, as you guys can see here. So I will add another bracket that holds this to the back, which is going to be the frame right there. So that should solidify a lot more. Now, I don't think it's going to be all that necessary, but sometimes it does bug me when I see this stuff. So now with that, then I can finally finish up my wiring harness here. Especially with a heater, I can now connect it to the controller right here. So I finished the mini harness here. This used to be the one that goes all the way across the engine bay to my ECU. Now that everything's inside here, I actually need to shorten this a bit, but I'll probably do that much later because I don't want to have to go through all the work to cut off about a foot if at that. I did change this connector right here. It used to be the big bulky one. I changed it up to this one because it's a lot nicer. So I think I'm good to route this in the top. Now to finally clean this up, zip tie and everything, I do need to take off the dash like I said in the previous video. But for now, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to kind of snake it through and see if I can get it routed through. That way, when it's time to take off the dash, all I have to do is kind of clean it up, zip tie it, and whatever it may be. At least by then, I'll know that everything fits where it's supposed to be. Alright. So let's see here. Do have another ground connection here. I don't need anything. I don't need to connect any of this stuff. PCM is on its own. The only one that needs connection really is this plug right here. Alright guys, so as far as wiring is concerned, our cross wiring from this side to the other side, that's all good. This is the engine harness, that's also all good. The only ones left I need to connect are the PCM, which are like 2 bolts. This one right here and the starter needs to get routed to this one, so that's pretty easy. As well as this constant 12 volt right here will also get routed here. So those are pretty straightforward. Alright, so on the engine side, with the harness basically being done, I can now actually start putting back all the little stuff here. Now I do have one more here, which happens to be connected on the top there. So that's a lot easier to do when the dash is out, so I'm not going to struggle with that now. I'm going to take care of it when the dash is fully out of the way. So next up for me is just putting back those little things like I said. But I'll save you guys the time there. I mean, you guys seen me take this off and put it back so many times already. So I'm going to end the episode here. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.